Welcome everyone to my channel. This channel is all about yoga, meditation, lifestyle, traveling, tech, you can name it. So it's a free flow conversation between two people. And today the speaker is one of the motivated speaker. I've not met with anyone as beautiful, as amazing like her. When you meet her, you will also feel the same. She has went through lots of downs and ups, or you can call it ups and downs. We're gonna talk about her life in terms of how she dealt with stress, depression, and you know what? She has not been down after all these things, right? She understood that and stress and depression, and she took that as a power, and she started her own brand, her own company for kickboxing. Let's see how it goes, and I hope you like it. Please feel free to share, like, comment, and okay. So, welcome Sunita to Gupshup. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself so that the audience will know where you're coming from?
Yeah, awesome. First of all, thank you. I'm so honored that you thought about me. So I've been in US for about 17 years now. I came here back in 2007. I have two boys. I'm first of all a mother. So I came here. I got married. It was an arranged marriage. I got married, came here. I didn't work for a couple of years because I was on my H4 visa. And then
Which year did you come?
2007.
2007, okay.
Like my then husband, ex-husband, he had applied for green card, so I got my green card through that process. I had started working in tech industry, so I've always worked as a QA engineer even back in India. It's been quite a lot. I'm not the same person I was back in 2007. Went through a lot of ups and downs. So
why do you say that? Let me go drill down. Like, yes, why did you say it?
I went through a lot with my marriage. I think it was not a very...
So it's a life lesson learned.
Lesson. Like, I don't regret anything that has happened in my life, no matter how bad it was, because your experiences define who you are today. And I feel the reason I am here, what I am today, is because of everything that I've gone through, good and bad. I went through a terrible relationship. We filed for separation back in 2016, and not even 2016, 2015, when I was pregnant with my second child. And 2016, 2017, we still had this divorce proceedings, and finally it got the judge granted divorce in 2018, and that's the same year I also got my US citizenship. So nice. I kind of felt, I know people were... I didn't tell anyone back home that I was going through this. I know my family back home, they're very religious, they're very conservative. Divorce was not kind of something that they would allow. I thought I need to do this on my own, and didn't tell them until everything was finalized. And it was a shock to them, and I told them that now, I'm a single mom of two boys.
And they also didn't know that you are mom of two boys?
They knew that I was pregnant. My mom was here for my delivery and all that, but they didn't know about
the divorce thing.
Okay. Right? So, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, keeping it from everybody. I felt like I was living a double life because they all thought I was still married. I was not.
In India, like, divorce is considered as a taboo. Like, yes, that is something should not be shared. Yeah. But I think if you are going through some toxic relationship, it's better to take a break or something. I know you must have tried a lot of ways, but my question was how you were dealing with some stress or depression maybe in your life. How were you coping with that?
Yeah, so I think, like I said, everything happens for a reason. And 2018 was my canon moment where I turned my life around. Like, I decided, okay, I am not going to let anybody define me. I'm going to create my own story, write my own story. And that in itself, so I started boxing. Not professional boxing, but fitness boxing. And fitness boxing is something got me through a lot of rough time, stress, and dealing with, being a single mom. And I was not very happy with where I was professionally. I remember lunch breaks, I used to go boxing. I used to work in San Jose, so there was this kickboxing place called I Love Kickboxing. And I met the owner, who was the Indian American guy. And I learned a little bit about how he had invested in that, and and that gave me an idea because I had all these stocks from Cisco, and I felt so empowered whenever I used to box. Right? You're just it's not about being aggressive; it's all about releasing your stress, right? And I used to feel so empowered and so happy and feel good about myself, and I wanted to give that back to the society, especially women. And I know there are so many women in toxic relationships where they have no option to get out. I had this opportunity, and I, with God's grace, I had that strength to get out of a terrible marriage. But there are a lot of women who don't
Who
have that
can't
option.
get out
Who
of
can't,
that. Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Even
they
in
are
India
very scared.
also.
Yes. They're very scared. And I thought, okay, you know what? If I can give this back to society of what I went through and what I learned from this journey, I think that would, at least, that would make me feel like, okay, I've done something in my life. Right.
So that's how you started the boxing studio or
Yes,
something,
yeah,
because
so-
that was something you want to give to the society.
Yes. And that's when my whole fitness entrepreneur journey started. I started researching on different franchises that I can, maybe own. I traveled to Kansas City, and that's where I met the owners of Title Boxing Club.
So was it a franchisee that you opened?
It was franchisee. Yeah.
So you met the owner.
The owner, like the corporate owners, right? It was basically a two-way interview. Like I was interviewing them, they were interviewing me to see if we are a good match, right? Yeah. And I really liked the culture that they had. It was like a family, if all owners are part of this title fam. And I really liked it. And it was a long journey from there. Once I decided, okay, I'm going through with it. Again, a lot of ups and downs. It's not easy. I was a single mom. I was a full-time employee.
So who was taking care of the kids and business? Like
it was
you
me
were the
too.
You were the one?
Yes, I was too. But see, I also shared the custody with their dad. So he also had the kids sometime for part-time.
So it's like part-time.
Yeah, whenever the kids were with him, I would spend my time not being depressed, but putting my time into something that would make me feel good about myself.
Nice.
I would travel when the kids were not with me. I would go and take care of the business. So again, 2018, I signed the lease with Title Boxing Club. It was a rough journey. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into because we had to find a place. We have to lease.
And you have a co-founder, as in your partner also, right?
When I started, it was just me.
It was just you?
It was just me. Yeah. It was just me.
So it was a lot of rough time,
it
divorce,
was a lot
and then
of rough
this
time.
hats off to you. You manage everything.
Like I said, right, at that time I was in this era where I felt like I had this freedom to do anything I want, right? I had this citizenship where I could, I wanted to use that platform. I felt like I was lucky enough to have this opportunity and I wanted to do something with my life. So my plan was to continue working on my entrepreneurship until it kicks off and then later decide what to do with my job. Unfortunately, COVID happened. 2019 is when we started the construction. Again, a lot of ups and downs. Construction cost was higher than what we had expected. We leased this space in Alamo.
And where is Alamo?
Is 10 miles from San Ramon, very close to Walnut Creek and Danville.
Got it, that area.
Yes.
And you leased the place?
Yes.
For 1 year?
So the lease was for 10 years. The place was not made up. We had to redo the whole thing because it was a franchise, right? So they have kind of standards. All Title Boxing Club gyms need to look alike. There was a wall. We had to get the wall down, redo the whole thing, redo the bathrooms according to Contra Costa County, whatever plan. So they would only agree on certain type of plan. So I had to get an architect to do the whole design. We were supposed to open in August 2019, but got postponed to now.
So you started in 2016?
2018.
2018, and 19 you were planning to open?
2019 is when we were planning to open. So the construction took the plan was 2 months, but it went on for 6 months.
Okay.
Getting everything approved by the county, that was like a lot of running around, getting approvals from the corporate, a lot of running around. We had to get approvals from the landlord to make sure they are okay with, HVAC
Do you also have to get some certifications?
So once we have this lease signed and then the construction has started, I had to choose a general manager. It could be either me or I need to hire a GM who will be full time with me because I had a full time job.
Yeah.
I acted as a semi-absentee owner, so I had a general manager.
Right.
So both me and her, we went to training. We had 1 week of training. They train us regarding operations. And they train us regarding how to handle marketing, social media marketing. Boxing classes also, we got trained on how to teach the classes.
So my question is, why not food business? Why not any other business? Why only kickboxing or boxing business?
So like I said, the pain that I was going through at that time in this bad relationship and getting out of there with just nothing but like my kids. And when I started boxing, that kind of gave me this kind of self satisfaction. It empowered me to empower others, right? And that's why I started with boxing. I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop there. Like I know COVID hit and like my business kind of took a wrong turn. Basically, when we opened back in 2019 November, we opened with 150 founding members, and we were doing great like until March of 2020, and we were just starting off. And then fitness industry was like the hardest hit during COVID. In California especially, we were not allowed to open our gyms for like more than a year and a half, and we lost a lot of members during that time. Even though we were doing a lot of online classes, we were giving that for free. Since we were still a new business, we were not established completely, and that caused a lot of stress for me also. I started evaluating what I need to do with my life, and I'm still doing that right now. And I'm not gonna stop with just the fitness industry. Like I have that entrepreneur goal in my mind. Maybe I could get into food
The
and
food
beverage
business.
industry.
So if given a chance, if you want to like go back like 5 years back, if you want to start again a business thing, what would you do differently?
I wouldn't do anything differently. My business, even though it did not do the way I planned it, I learned so much from it. The experience that I got, the people that I've met. I'm still friends with some of my members, and I'm still friends with my trainers. And the network I created, it was a big thing. We come from a different country, and my family, they're all back home. Networking and friends are everything for you here, right? If you need anything, or if you're going through something good, bad, like they are always there for you. And that is, I think, as an immigrant, is very important for anybody here. One thing that I learned from being a business owner, I started appreciating my corporate job a lot more. Because you are
just
taken care of.
Or maybe 4 hours.
You're taken care of by your company. But here you are
taking care of the people.
Yes, exactly. And it's a lot of burden on you.
A lot of stress again comes to that point. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. My father is a businessman. When I was growing up as a kid in India, basically my mom told us, me and my brother, that never start a business. Always work for a company, always do a job, because she has seen how stressful a business life is. The kind of pressure, the kind of stress you go through. If money is not coming, then that's also a stress. Money is coming, which is great. So it's like a lot of signs.
Yes. Right? I completely agree with you, and I completely agree with your mom as well. You need to be ready to face anything. If you want to be,
or you should love something which you are really starting, so that there will be time where you will like, okay, just leave it, let's start with the normal life, like as in job life. But then there should be a kick in you which will bring you back. Okay, no, you have started with the reason, right?
You need to have that motivation every day. You can't you need to be motivated to go. Like you said, you need to love what you're doing for you not to feel that stressed, right? You need to, if you love something, then you won't feel like, oh my god, I need to wake up early morning. You don't feel like that. You will love waking up early morning. You're like, yay, today, I'm going to do this. You get excited about waking up and doing what you love. And if you're in that mindset, then success is very easy to achieve.
But what do you think, as in, do you want to start your kickboxing thing again, or you want to do something else?
So I am trying to reevaluate everything what I want to do. Something not just kickboxing, maybe something in the fitness industry. I've been doing a lot of Pilates these days. I love that as well.
You are teaching or taking classes?
No, I'm taking classes. Okay. So I think that is something really good for your mind as well your body. But again, it kind of puts you in that Zen zone. Calm down, take a deep breath, think about your future investments or what you want to do in the future. It puts you in the right space. Just like yoga. I have all these ideas.
You can also come to a yoga in Chai,
I've been thinking about it.
It's a little far from you, but I agree. But I've seen people coming all the way from Oakland also in my session.
Yeah.
And some people just come because of yoga. Some people come because of Chai, and also the third part is community.
Yes.
So after Yoga Chai, we have a community where people share their ideas, what they're going through. These days, another thing which is going on is like a lot of my friends who come to yoga, they are like some are single. So finding a partner is also a challenge here.
Yeah.
Girls have a laundry list of things. Guys also have a laundry list of things. Then if they're not able to meet, like people are single forever. I've seen people with 40 years of age also single. because we have like criteria, right? Like Kundli,
Yes.
astrology should
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
The guy or girl should be this much high, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. But I've seen other cultures, they don't give a damn. They don't give.
No,
They don't give anything.
I feel the
It's
same
like
too.
if they're matching,
Yeah.
then let's go for it.
I know. It's all about emotional connection, I feel. For me, I don't know, it could be Bollywood that has spoiled me while growing up, with all this romance and whatnot. So, I am always like, okay, that again comes down to you being independent. One, if you are independent and you are self-sufficient, you don't expect anything from your partner, right? You'll be like, okay, I can handle everything on my own. Why do I need these things from my partner? All you need is love, affection, emotional connection, respect, right? And if you both have that, then nothing else matters.
Yeah.
So that's me. I know
Right.
not every people might think, oh, I have low standards.
We have complicated the marriage thing a lot in
exactly.
India. I think it should not be done that way.
Yeah.
And that leads to, and also part is our family values also, right?
Yeah.
So, and all of that. I think things are changing,
Yeah,
but it's going to take some time. But yeah, I think people should realize that happiness is the most important thing, and the mental well-being, physical well-being.
Yeah.
And marriage is also important, but it's not the entire thing.
Yes.
I think from the priority wise, health is super important. Then your friends, family, your relationship, and then comes a job.
Yeah.
People put like different priorities for that. Like job should be the first, and then other things should be the last. Yeah.
I mean, if you're not healthy enough to do your job, then what's the point? Even I know, like I completely agree with you. Health should be the topmost priority.
Right. Cool. I think we chatted a lot of things,
Yes.
but it was nice chatting with you. Thanks for coming to my podcast. And I wish you luck.
Thank you.
And best, and have a nice day.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Manish, and good luck with everything. I know you'll do great.
Thank you.
Yes.